What's up YouTube? I'm Shane, this is Mind Beyond Money, and today we are going to talk about my 3 largest stock positions. Okay, I got my clipboard with me because there's no way I'm going to remember all these numbers. And just a forewarning, I'm not recommending any of these stocks. I'm not saying you should buy them, I'm not saying you should sell them. I just own them myself and I'm just being transparent about that, but it's in no way suggestion to buy them. So make sure if you're going to consider buying them, do your own research or talk to a financial advisor. So let's get started. The first one is ticker symbol VOO. VOO. That's a Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. I like that because it has really low fees, and in Canada there's not very many platforms that have free stock trading. So I started buying this one recently because I've been overexposed to just individual stocks, and I felt like I should build a position in this and then just have a smaller portion of my portfolio allocated into individual stocks. And I feel like this is probably the best way to get exposed to the overall American market. So price right now as of recording was $311.31 at close, and the cost that I paid was $310.25. So a gain per share of $1.06 or 0.34%. So obviously, like I said, I just started buying this one, so it's hasn't really had time, and I'm just going to keep buying it every couple weeks or once a month, something in that kind of time frame, just to build a position over a longer period of time. And if it goes down, then I'll buy. If it goes up, then I'll buy, and it'll just be dollar cost averaging with it. And the percent of my portfolio that makes up is 6.6%. So relatively small at the moment, but I think it'll probably grow over time here. Keep in mind that I have probably like 30+% just in cash right now because I'm not sure how the market's going to do, and I'm just being ready to buy things. So number 2 is ticker symbol MA. Ma.
Ma! Yo, there's a stray cat outside!
Ma. And that's Mastercard Incorporated. So for this one, I started buying this, it would have been last year. Current price, $341.85. Cost is $244.55. My gain per share is at the time of recording $97.30 or 39.8%. And that's just from last year, and I think that's a pretty solid bet. There's been a lot of companies that have done a ton better, but you can't pick the best pick every time, so that's fine. The reason that I picked it over Visa or American Express was due to the fact that they tend to be in more places. Like, their cards are accepted almost everywhere. The local grocery store by my place, they only accept Mastercard, they don't accept Amex, they don't accept Visa, they don't accept Discover, any of those. So that's why I picked Mastercard, and I think that's just been the biggest reason why I've picked it, and I use it myself. I think that Visa would be a solid pick as well. They're generally very solid, consistent companies that generally tend to grow. This recession and almost every recession hits them hard as spending comes down, number of swipes, and they don't get paid as much. But overall, they have a very lean business, and I like that, and it's very scalable. So I think MasterCard's one to hold for a very long time, and I'll just continue holding that. And my percent of my portfolio on that one is 12.6%. So again, I'm not like overexposed to a particular single stock, but it does make quite up. Makes up quite a bit of my portfolio. I mean, if you think about it, that's like 1/8 of my portfolio, so it is quite a bit. But overall, some people are like narrowed down way more than that, so I don't feel too bad about that. And the reason why it's grown in percent of my portfolio is because my position has grown and other picks haven't done as well, so that's something to consider as well. Okay, number 3. This is my favorite stock that I've ever bought, and I think I'll just continue to buy this stock as time goes on. This is ticker symbol AAPL, and that's big old Apple. Apple Incorporated. I got my iMac right here. I got recording on my iPhone, so I use all their products. Well, maybe not all of them, but I use a lot of them. I just think that they continue to just release the best products that last a really long time, and to me, I think Apple is a really great choice long term. Maybe it's a little overpriced after this recent run up, but I think it's still decent. So if it keeps coming down, if it dips below 100, I'm going to be definitely buying a ton more. So the current price at writing this is $112.13. My cost per share is $59.16. I've been buying all the way along, but bought some of my shares, probably started around the 145-ish mark and kept buying as it's gone up. So my gain per share on that is $52.97 or 89.5%. And that's definitely been my best stock so far. I've only been investing for about 2 years, so I think that's pretty good. Obviously, I didn't pick Apple right away. I picked it like beginning of 2019 is when I started picking it. So it's definitely done really well for me, and I couldn't be happier with that. So with Apple, that makes up 14.8% of my portfolio. So it's a little bigger, but it's also grown a lot more, and I've added to it. So either way, make sure you do your research, and I just thought I'd let you know what my 3 biggest positions are. So make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.